Week 2 of the NFL almost in the books. We're going to discuss all of the action. Plus, we'll talk about the game tonight. More college football, of course. We got to talk about that as well. Some baseball news, some basketball news. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Are you ready for a fun show? Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Oh, welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, September 20th, 2021, and this is episode number 334 of Barry on Deck. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident, do yourself a solid. Put them in your phone book right now. Your phone, put them in your phone. 713-913-GO-AP. Phone book, phone record message thing. You know what the heck I'm talking about. Put their number in your contacts so if you ever get bullied by an insurance company, you know how to handle it. 713-913-GO-AP, aplawgroup.com. Hey, welcome to the program. I hope you had a good weekend. Did you enjoy your NFL and college football? Anybody watch any baseball? Yeah, I know Donna did. Donna's a huge Astros fan, so I know she was down for it. Busy weekend of things to discuss. Busy weekend for myself. Busy weekend for the deckheads in general. So we have a lot to get to. Let's not bullshit. I got to be honest with you. I'll probably be a little bullshit. I didn't go to bed till 4:30 in the morning. And so I didn't get up until noon. So going to bed at 4:30, getting up at noon, it's probably not going to be the best show. I don't have a lot of slides for you. I don't have a lot of... Who's talking shit about me? My nose is itching. Who's talking shit? I don't have a lot of slides for you. I don't have a lot of graphics like I normally do. I normally do like box scores for the Texans, the Cowboys, and the Saints. I didn't have a chance to do that today. So I do have a film session for you. So we are going to have a film session. How come that didn't fire off? Oh. Gotta push the button. So we got a film session. We've got a lot to get to. We're going to just go through kind of the NFL, talk about your teams, talk about how you're feeling. We'll talk about the week that was college football. How you feeling if you're Ohio State fans, Jen? How you feeling? How you feeling if you're an OU fan? How you feeling if you're a Georgia fan? A&M fans, you feeling good now about Calzada? We'll discuss. I got to eat a little crow here and there. Yeah, TDP said at least you got 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, well, it's not really. I went to the bed at 4:30. I didn't go to sleep at 4:30. I just stopped working at 4:30. But got some merch done. If you had purchased shirts from the BarryOnDeck.com website, they're printed and will be going out today. Only a month late for some of you. Alex Villanueva. This is a shirt and a shot glass for Christy. That's ready. This is Alan Denson's shirts. Is it 2 shirts? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was 2 shirts. This is Shelby's 2 shirts. And this is Truck Driver Pookie's shirt and, what's it called? Koozie. Also, Robert Likes Beer, the king of the deckheads for the year of 2021. I owe you a whole bunch of stuff that I'm also working on getting in the mail. I've already got your shirt designed. I got your trophy ready to go. I just need to know what size you want in your shirt. I need to know if you want a $100 Amazon gift card or a $100 Visa gift card so I can put that in the box, but all that will get in the mail to you. So check the Discord messages, Robert Likes Beer, so I can get what you want and get that taken care of. Also, I finally got around to getting a box and some bubble wrap. I'm gonna protect myself in this today. I got around to getting some bubble wrap so I can send the weight loss challenge trophy that sits right back there to Virginia Buttonweed. I'm slowly but surely getting all this stuff taken care of, you guys. But this is why I was up till 4:30 in the morning. Oh, and I was up. Oh, fuck, I'll find them. I was up printing Sports Riot shirts. Oh, you want me to pop the bubble wrap? I wonder what it says. Oh, and what's cool about this bubble wrap is it comes in sheets. So like you can just get a little piece off if you need to. You don't have to use the whole roll. It's not popping. It won't pop. What kind of shitty ass bubble wrap did I get? Oh, there we go. You gotta like crumble it. That sucks. Boo that bubble wrap. Ain't that the truth, Alex? Said give that bubble wrap to Tyrod Taylor in the Texans defense. Boy, ain't that the truth. We're gonna talk about it. I got a lot of crow to eat about the Texans. I got a lot of crow to eat about the Aggies. Well, not a lot, but some. So we're gonna get on to it. No, I'm not gonna jump on it. I wish I could ASMR the bubble wrap, but the sumbitch won't pop. Yeah, I had to crumble twist it. It sucks. That's no fun that way. It's much more better to pop it like individually, but that whole crumble twist thing, nah, fam, no good. Also, I want to do a quick promotion. Well, we'll do that later. I'll do that later. I'm going to add it to the read so I don't forget. Also, I didn't tweet out the show. Do you guys care if I just take a second and finish tweeting out the show here? Sorry. I was a little behind. All right. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. And tweet. Got it out. Okay. Now, I do have a film session. We didn't get to last week's film session, by the way. We had a film session last week. Oh, Katie, you're so sweet. Nope, not AP Law Firm. I'm not doing reads from their reads are up. I just keep them there. So their title sponsor thing is still going just because I haven't fulfilled the obligations with Jerome because he's missed some weeks. So I'm still backlogged on that for them. But no more AP Law Firm reads. They had signed up for 3 months and we got those out of the way. But since I'm not done with the rest of the package, I just leave them up as the title sponsor. So there you go. Haven't heard hide nor hair of Hemp Vita. I think they bolted. I think they took their toys and went home. I don't know. It's okay though. We roll on. I'm working on some other new sponsors for the show, so that'll be good. It might involve alcohol. I know, right? That's something we like. You think they closed? You think who closed, Katie? Hemp Vita? Did they really? I'll go to their website. Let's see. What was the website? HempVitaCBD.com? Oh. Did they really close? Well, that would explain why they didn't re-up. Interesting. Clarence said I need that shirt. Y'all like my shirt? Nor got the shirt for me. Best dad, cat dad ever. Just ask Oliver. Yeah, this is, I like it. I like it. This is a cool, it's a cool shirt. You can't have the shirt because you're not the best cat dad ever. Clarence, let's get to the greatest decade in the history of the world. Let's go. We got shit to do. Come on, people. Come on. Can we give it up for Shelbsters? Can we give it up for the Shelbsters first in the chat? She's the greatest decade in the history of the world for the next 2 hours. But. Jeff Bell out here, Congo blocking Shelby. What's up, Todd the Show? Good to see you, buddy. Jeff Bell out here Congo blocking. He thought he was first. I see the mix up. It was very, very, very close. In fact, I think you guys were like 1-2. If I went back and looked at the live chat, I would be willing to bet you guys were mere seconds apart. And when that happens, it can be difficult to see. So she was like, wow, Jeff, you're a cock blocking son of a bitch. She was like, just kidding. It's okay. He was like, I'm sorry. I love how cordial and sweet it was up at the top there. But thank you both for your super chats supporting this show. Shelby, I'm sorry you didn't get the Triple Crown today, but Jeff Bell, appreciate you, buddy, getting in here as well. Thank you all for being in early today on this, a sportsy show today on a Monday. So just buckle in. We're going to talk a lot of NFL, college football. We have some fun. Incarnate said, I bet Spencer's pissed about that shirt. Well, I got this shirt when Spencer wasn't here yet, so he can get over it. Damn, BB Dub said Hemp Vita is gone, so I guess they are. Well, that would explain why they didn't renew. Look, all I know is it wasn't because of us, because you guys rocked and supported the shit out of Hemp Vita. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they did, those gummies were legit. That cream, oh my God, I still have some, and I was gonna order some more, even though they don't sponsor the show, but they ain't around no more. I gotta find a new CBD sponsor that has good products like that. So I don't know. I wonder if they got busted. I don't know. Jeff texted me and said he wanted to be an ass. Well, mission accomplished, Jeff Bell. Yeah, I know. Ray said, what? I need more gummies. I know, dude. I can't. It was hempvitacbd.com and the fucking website don't work no more. Maybe they changed their name again? I don't know. I see Hemp Fusion. I don't see Hemp Vita. No mas. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Hey, I don't have any sports headlines for you because Daddy's way behind on his stuff. I almost cursed. I'm going to do a better job of cursing. No tip jar yet, thank God. But we do have a lot to get to. Let's just go NFL. I mean, this is what everybody wants to talk about, right? This is what everybody wants to get into. Oh, quick update on the diet. As you guys know, I'm shooting a special in October for Dry Bar. The Provo kid rides again. I'll be in Salt Lake City, technically Provo, shooting a special for them. It may or may not be released. I just want to prepare you guys for that. I know people that have shot Dry Bar specials and they never got released for various reasons. Either they bombed or the crowd sucked or something else happened. So I'm excited to be going and shooting the special. I'm excited to be doing that. But also at the same time, let's all just be realistic that a lot of times in this biz, you're going to do shit and then it never gets canned or whatever. So I'm excited. I mean, I'm going to get paid no matter what. I hope, unless the contract falls through. Yeah, nonetheless, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. I started this on Tuesday. My buddy Adam Schindler is a personal trainer, former MMA fighter who fought for Strikeforce for a bit. He lives in Vegas now. Physical specimen. I mean, if you were going to pick out, if you went to the body store, if dudes went to the body store and were like, hey, I want to get a new body. Mine's kind of fat and flabby. I look like a sack of flour. Really? I would like to get a new body. Yeah, let me get that Schindler over there. Yeah, let me get that. I'm telling you, this dude is just ripped. So I was like, all right, I know I'm not going to look like Adam Schindler, but he can help me lose weight. I'm happy to report, having started on Tuesday weighing 208. Your boy woke up at 201.5. What? I'll take it. 201.5. I'll take it. That's a lot of running and a little eating. I think I eat about 1,100 calories a day on average. I ran 2 miles twice, 2.5 miles once, and 3 miles once last week. Took 2 days off between running, but now I'm going to start mixing in some more workouts with the run. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there, folks. We're going to get there. 185. Destination Sexy Town. Ray, I would never. No, are you shitting me? Ride your bike to my house and we'll go riding from there? Hell no. Hell no. That's way too goddamn far. All right, let's get into this fantasy football. I'm probably gonna put myself on the screen because it's gonna be a lot of talking about it. And I don't want you guys to be like, is there something wrong with the picture? Why is it not moving? I don't see anything. And it's just easier to have me on the screen. Plus, I'm beautiful. And I feel like you guys want to see this beautiful. Okay, maybe not. I'm going to move it up here, though. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's see. Zoom out. There we go. All right, here's your week 2. Thank you, Aaron Little. Thank you, Donna. I didn't really shout out the chat. Let's do the chat. I didn't do that. Wallace was here, which is good to see. My sweet Donna is here. Fidel is here. Alan, what's up, dude? Steve, the weather guy. Sorry, dude. No weather update this week. Stevie was on the road, and then he sent me one from the car, and I'm like, come on, bro. I'm a professional YouTuber. I'm not doing weather reports from a fucking Kia Sorento or whatever the fuck you drive. No. So we don't have a weather. He's busy, okay? Steven's busy. What are you going to do? Fidel is in the building. John Dory, what's up, dog? Jeff Bell, how are you? We already got you. Lisa, Justin Swinford, TDP. Aaron J. Bryant in the building. How about those Falcons? Joe Pro, what's up, dude? Katie, how are you? Crystal Meth in the building. Uriel, what's up, dog? Terrence J is here. He says, hello, dickheads. Who else is here? Wallace and VB and Incarnate and Richard Vales and Jared Taylor and Alex Villanueva. CC, what's up, girl? How are you? Justin Swinford, what up, dude? Tony Garza, Mr. Handsome. Harpy is here. Damn, the gang's all here. Jen is in the building. Shit, okay, I missed it. Everybody showed up and showed out. Keith Sager is even here. We ain't even doing lawn talk. I like it. Clarence, I mentioned earlier. Who else? Ray, I got Marsha. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, I like the bubble wrap sound, too. Too bad this shit is raggedy. Don't work. Aaron Little, what's up, dude? Who else is here? Todd the Show. We got Eric Resendez. Eric, why is Titan Hugo not here? Of all the people that should be here today, Titan Hugo should be here. What's up, Katie? Good to see you. Tyler Moss, what's up, man? Of all the people that should be here talking mad trash, what's up, Philip Barnard? How are you, buddy? P. Jones. How about them Saints? Yeah, time waiting on Titan Hugo. He needs to be the one in here talking mad shit. What's up, Walt? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, now we roll. Total Dallas, what's up, dude? Like number 34. All right. So I have some notes from all of the games that we'll kind of touch on and talk about in chat. This is a participatory thing from you as well. If you have comments or insights or other things you'd like to add along to my notes and what I'm saying, then feel free to chime in and do so. So we're just going to kind of run through it in case, because some of you might have missed this. So what's up, Jacob? AC is out today, so I'm ignoring work and participating with you all. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about, dude. Take your pants off. That's what we all have our pants off right now. We're just going all bare ass naked like a Steelers fan. We'll talk later about that. All right, here's your week 2 recap. Cincinnati, Chicago. Bears lose Andy Dalton. A lot of injuries, a lot of quarterback injuries this week, and it starts with the Bears losing Andy Dalton, and then Bears fans are like, yeah, Justin Fields, baby, it's about goddamn time. And then he comes in and shits the bed. I just saw a super chat come through, but it didn't. God damn it. Damn it. What does the goddamn line say, Tony? Why is the overlay? Why did my super chat overlay not fire off? I don't understand why it doesn't do that. This is so weird. Oh, there it is. There we go. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Virginia. But well, shit, he said check Venmo. What happened on Venmo? Oh shit. So let's hold on. Okay, god damn it. I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry. Check this shit out, you guys. So Donna and who else was it? Donna and Joe Pro are basically, you remember like the March of Dimes where you're like, will you sponsor me for a walk and we'll give you $1 for every mile you do? Well, Donna and Joe Pro were like, I got $5 a pound, Laminack, that you can't lose 20 pounds. And then if I don't do it, we donate it to charity. I think that's what it was. Was that the deal, Donna? If I don't hit the 20 pounds, all the money goes to charity. Isn't that right? I think that's what I got a little confused as to what exactly we were doing. Joe Pro's here too, right? Joe Pro, what was the deal? Tell me in the chat. While you guys are telling me, I think they settled on $6 a pound. And if I don't hit 20 pounds, then all the money goes to the charity of my choice. If not, I get to keep it all like a greedy bastard and just buy food. So that's dope. So that's each of them are doing $6 a pound. That's $240 if I lose 20 pounds. Well, Scott just sent a Venmo. And he said, here's $200. What? Fucking VB, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, y'all settled at $7 a pound. What? Come on. $7 a pound. Okay. Now, is that each or combined, Donna and Joe Pro? That's combined, right? That's you guys are splitting the $7, $3.50 each. My bad, VB. That was in the other guy. I almost said it again. Split the pot. Okay, so it's $7 total. You're each doing $3.50. Wait, now do I have to pay y'all $7 I'm so confused. You're splitting the pot like you're splitting. Okay, you're splitting what it's so it's $7 a pound, 20 pounds, $140, and you split it. Okay. All right. Got it. Well, we can add to that Virginia Buttonweed just sent $200. He said, if you don't make 185, you have to give this to charity. Dude, that's fucking awesome, VB. Can we? I would do a shot, but all I have is Fireball, and there's a lot of calories in that, so that would kind of defeat the purpose. But I tell you what, that's some down ass shit right there, VB. Oh yeah, and Uriel Villanueva's doing an extra $50, so it's $190 from just the Twitter folk. It's $400. This is insane. You guys are the best, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for pushing me. You know what's gonna happen. I'm probably just gonna give this money to charity anyways. I mean, I might keep a little bit. Maybe take Nora out for a nice steak dinner. Marty said no real name. Some of us are in the witness protection program. No doubt, Marty, no doubt. But dude, VB, come on, fam. That's amazing, bro. Thank you so much. Now that's extra motivation. Now when I don't want to work out, I'll be like, got to. That's $200 on the line. What are we doing? I mean, I might keep a little more than, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, go out to a nice dinner, put all the weight back. Ain't that the truth, Matt? All right, back to it. Thank you guys, though. Seriously, thank you so much for the motivation and helping me accomplish this. All right, NFL Week 2. Bears. Where's Mark G at? My Bears fan. Oh, Marty's a Bears fan. Marty's a Bears fan. How you feeling about your Bears, Marty? Big win. Justin Fields thought he was the answer. Really doesn't look like the answer. I know he came in and they got all excited. They're like, finally, this is the guy oh, geez, what's happening? He's not that good. Oh, ouch. So the Bears have lost Andy Dalton in the game. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to be out. A couple weeks, I think. They feel like Justin Fields struggled. The defense, though, is what carried Chicago to that win over the Bengals. Joe Burrow led all passers with 207 yards. That tells you how that game went. Yeah, Bengals struggled a little bit, but that Bears defense better than last week at least. He's a pretty good business as usual. Yeah, sucks to be a Bears fan. At least you're not a Lions fan, though, right? Could be worse. Yeah, tons of injuries yesterday. We got to get to them all. Is losing Andy Dalton really a loss? It's a good question. I tell you what, I know Bears fans were just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put Justin Fields out there. Let's just see if he sucks or not. I mean, it's not going to be any worse with Andy Dalton out there. And then, week one goes the way week one goes. And, well, now you got it. Now you're going to see what Justin Fields is made of. He's got a long way to go. He's got a ton of talent. But we're going to see how good he is. Tony Garza says Zach Wilson should have faked an injury after the third pick. Boy, you know what? If we're just talking, NFL rookie QBs didn't look good at all this week. And we'll get to those. But, yeah, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones looked bad. Justin Fields looked bad. Trey Lance didn't even see the field. Stafford looked okay for the Rams. We'll get to that. We're going to skip the Browns and Texans game. We're going to come back to that one because I have more notes. But the short version, Tyrod out. The Texans lose. Culley made a bad call. We'll get to all that and more. I took a plethora of notes. I finally, for once, got to relax and watch a football game, but I still took notes. But I even made it a point. I went out. I said, you know what? For the next 3+ hours, I'm going to watch this game and relax. So went and bought a cigar. And because mine hadn't come in yet that I ordered. And sat on the back porch, smoked a cigar, watched Texans game, chilling, grilled some steaks. It was a very nice 3 or 4 hour window to just relax. It was outstanding. All right, this Rams-Colts game. Rams beat the Colts 27-24. Matthew Stafford, 278 yards. Darrell Henderson goes for 53. Cooper Kupp goes for 163 for the Rams. Stafford looks decent. Not all world like he did last week. Big issue here for Indy is Wentz is injured his ankle. Gonna see how that plays out. It's so funny because week to week you go and you ride the highs and lows of each team and each player, right? Like you see Matthew Stafford go off in week 1 and everyone's like, holy shit, and his MVP odds jump significantly, like he leapfrogs the field. I bet you if we went back and checked, those would have fallen a little bit now. Lamar Jackson's are up. So there's this ebb and flow of the NFL, and you've got to. But Matthew Stafford looks comfortable after 2 weeks as a Ram. Looked all world in week 1, but still looked really good. KD says Stafford and Cooper Kupp look like they're best friends. Yeah, I mean Stafford is a good quarterback. I mentioned this earlier in the week, but I think we forget that when he and Calvin Johnson were a duo, that they were a formidable duo. So it's not like Matthew Stafford. I mean, there's levels to this, and if I wouldn't put like a Matthew Stafford on the same level as a Carson Wentz, and Wentz, has a Super Bowl appearance and that's all great, but I think Matthew Stafford is a much better quarterback overall. So we'll see, can Wentz even stay healthy? That's going to be the question there. But Indy falls to Los Angeles now 0-2 to start the season for the second time ever, or maybe the first time ever under Frank Reich. Buffalo absolutely trounced Miami 35-0. Didn't help that Tua got hurt second drive. Injured rib, he gone. We'll see how long he lasts. Not that they would have been able to do a lot, I don't believe. Boy, I was high on this Miami team. I still am. I think if they can get some decent quarterback play. To me, Miami and Denver are two teams that seem very similar. If they can just get a good quarterback or good quarterback play. Philip Barnard said, can we skip this game? Are you a Dolphins fan, Philip? Are you a Dolphins fan, buddy? Tyler said, take me off the ledge. I'm about to, buddy. I'm about to. Have no fear. Here's the deal. The Dolphins knew and know that they're a quarterback away. Just like in Denver, right? You hear this, Denver, if they got Deshaun Watson, they're Super Bowl contenders. Well, I think the same thing is true in Miami. Now, you're going to have to obviously get much better defensive play. But Tua going out second drive of the game is not a good thing. Dolphins have some work to do on defense. I think they're better than what they showed. Listen, Buffalo is a damn good football team. I picked the Dolphins to win this game just because I believe in the Dolphins defense. I believe in what Brian Flores is doing over there with that team. They have shocked the world on several occasions. They're way better than people thought they would be at this point. Remember when they traded Laramie Tunsil and they were like, they're tanking? I think they went like 7-9 that year, if I'm not mistaken, or something close to that. And people were like, holy shit, maybe Flores knows what he's doing and the Dolphins are pretty good. So this was just an anomaly game. I hope, just because I'm rooting for the Dolphins to do some good things. But here's the thing. If you're a Texans fan and a Dolphins fan, maybe this is the best thing to happen. Tua gets hurt. Maybe that if the Dolphins look at it and say, well, you know what? We're 1-1. We have a division win and a division loss early. If we just had a quarterback, if we just had some quarterback play, maybe we should just pull the trigger on Deshaun Watson and just let him play. He's not on the the league's the commissioner's exempt list. He could play. The Texans are definitely not playing him. They need him to play. And David Culley at a press conference today said Deshaun Watson will not be the starting quarterback on Thursday. It is Davis Mills. This dude, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, just sitting there growing cobwebs on him. So why not? Matt said Jacoby Brissett is a pretty good backup to have, though. Okay. I mean, is that what you're hanging your hat on? A pretty good backup? The brisket? Really? He's 24 for 40, 169 yards and an interception. That's what, as a backup, yeah, to fill in for the rest of the game. You ain't winning that game. You're not winning that game. You guys want Matt Moore? Come on. This is the opportunity for the Dolphins to say, excuse my language, earmuffs. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're all in. 1-1 in the division. We got to win over the Patriots already. Let's go. We could do this. Defense, step up. We're going to get Deshaun Watson. Or Cam. Oh, Cam. There's a lot of teams right now looking for a quarterback. A lot of teams that think they might be in it or have a chance. Miami is one of them. So maybe this is the catalyst. But all I know is you got one team who lost their starting QB in the Houston Texans and have a dynamic, one of the top 4 or 5 QBs in the league right now, just withering away because he refuses to play and they refuse to play him. And then you got several other teams out here looking for help. And Deshaun Watson wants to be in Miami. And I'm sure Miami wants him to be their starting quarterback. It could be worse. Now, we're going to talk Houston and Tyrod Taylor and all that in just a second. But we'll see if this is the catalyst. We'll see if this is the catalyst to get Deshaun Watson to Miami. Maybe Miami acquiesces and says, okay, fine. If Tua's hurt and it's going to be long-term and Jacoby Brissett is our backup, and sure, maybe they could go get Cam, but I have a feeling the phone might be ringing a little more than it was in week 1 for Nick Caserio and Deshaun Watson. Now, this Patriots, speaking of the Patriots, losing in week 1 to Miami, beat the Jets 25-6. The ugliest game. Katie, that's pretty funny. Man, Fitzpatrick would have been great for my no doubt. What an ugly game by both rookie quarterbacks. Mac Jones, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson throws 4 interceptions in the game. Both of them played like doo-doo. Both of them played like garbage. So, you got to be a little concerned if you're New England. You got to be a little concerned if you're New York. And that's why I say if you're Miami, you got to be licking your chops like, all right, we know Buffalo's going to be they came into Miami and shut us out. We get it. We know they're going to be good. But you're going to go blow for blow with Buffalo in that division with Jacoby Brissett or Cam Newton. Better make a move while you can. If you think this year's your year. So that New England, New York game, the Patriots-Jets game, pretty forgettable. Both of the rookie quarterbacks were awful. But New England beats the Jets 25-6. 49ers and Eagles hooked up 17-11. Ugly, low-scoring game there. Jalen Hurts leads all passers with 190 yards. Yeah. Oh, my God. Kill me if I had to watch that game. He also led all rushers with 82. And they lost. Jimmy G did what he was supposed to do. Hurts struggled. Jimmy G played well. Lance sat. Niners win 17-11. Wake me when it's over. Yo, what up, Robert Likes Beer? The King is here. Bills are the only team in the East making the playoffs. That's what Walt says. So says Walt. Yeah, if the Dolphins don't do anything about their quarterback situation and try to roll with Jacoby Brissett, you're 100% right. I don't think that the Jets or the Patriots are. They got rookie QBs. This is where the Bills are formidable, and that Dolphins team is a good football team if they have good quarterback play. I truly believe that. Anyways, Niners Philly. No one gives a shit. It was a pretty ugly game, pretty boring game. Vegas and Pittsburgh. Raiders and Steelers hook up. Las Vegas Raiders win 26-17. Derek Carr, go off, young man. 382 yards in passing. Carr looked phenomenal. Big injury news for Pittsburgh. TJ Watt left with a groin injury, so that's not good. But Derek Carr looking really good with John Gruden. And Matt Poche says, is Derek Carr for real? I don't want to go out and say yes because you feel like it's too soon, but you've always felt like Derek Carr was figuring it out and putting it together. He leads by example. I saw somebody point out last week that the dude took time out of his post-game interview. Not just hey, defense played good, the offense played good, the special teams played good, the coaching staff. He pointed out like an individual player's efforts. I forget who it was. I think it was the young man that made the game-winning catch. And he was like, he's in there grinding, and he really went out of his way to praise him. And a lot of people made a big deal out of that. And but I think Derek Carr has the potential to be a very good quarterback. Maybe not great, maybe not elite, but for real, yeah. I think he can win football games in the NFL. I think he can get the Raiders to the playoffs. And I think if they have the right mix of things around, he's not his brother, is what I'm telling you. Derek Carr is not his brother. And for all the Chucky and all the other bullshit, John Gruden's a really good head coach. John Gruden's this isn't his first rodeo. He's been to the Super Bowl. We forget how good of a head coach John Gruden was before he went to the booth. And once he gets his mojo back and Derek Carr figures out his mojo and they get more chemistry, as long as they get support from everybody else, I don't see why the Raiders can't be in the mix. Now, I think the one thing you have to worry about is the rest of that division, because you still have to deal with Kansas City, obviously. And do I think Derek Carr is going to be able to win a shootout with Patrick Mahomes? No. If the Broncos end up getting a better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater, who's playing decent right now, the rest of that team is really good. And the Chargers are no slouch. Justin Herbert threw for over 300 yards again in a losing effort to the Cowboys, which we'll get to in a second. So that's a good AFC West. So that's going to be the problem. They're going to beat up on each other. Well, Kansas City's going to beat up on everybody, you feel like. But the Raiders seem like they're for real after just a couple of games. But again, they beat a banged-up Ravens team. They beat a Pittsburgh Steelers team that's underwhelming and unimpressive. Yeah, David Carr does have pretty eyes. They're very dreamy. They're very, very dreamy. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think he's there yet. I think David Carr has a ton of potential to be a really good quarterback in the NFL, but he's got to do it a little bit more to prove it to me. But so far, he's off to a fantastic start, but he could shit the bed, and that whole team could at any moment. They proved it last year. What's next? New Orleans, Carolina. Oh, where you at, Saints fans? Where you at, Walt? Where you at, Amos? Where you at, Clarence? I heard all that talk about Jameis Winston, and he was impressive last week. And he looked awful this week. He struggled. The O-line struggled. The defense struggled. Everything about the Saints struggled this week. As good as they looked last week is as bad as they looked this week. It's disappointing if you're a Saints fan. It has to be. I know you want Jameis Winston to be great and play great, but I feel like this week is these 2 weeks is a microcosm of what Jameis Winston is. He's hot and cold. He's 50-50, right? We always bring up the 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, but that's the kind of quarterback he is. He's like, this is going to really, and it's not that their playing style is similar, but something just popped in my head. You know who Jameis Winston is starting to remind me of? Ryan Fitzpatrick. No, they didn't have any coaches. We're not really going to say that's why the Saints lost, right? You're not really going to try to tell me that it was their coaches? Come on, fam. What the fuck did the coaches have to do with the O-line playing as bad as it played? With Jameis Winston playing as bad as it played? No, we're not gonna do that. Sam Darnold was impressive. If you can make Sam Darnold look good, there's something wrong with your defense. Here's our resident Saints fan, Walt. He said 2 or 3 games a year, Peyton seems to put the team in neutral and they look horrible. No one on the offensive side of the ball looked prepared or even interested. This has been a mystery to me. The thing about Jameis Winston, he does remind me a lot of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and let me explain why. With Ryan Fitzpatrick, it was one of those, and we saw this as Texans fans. He would go out and he would win some games and you'd be like, oh my God, why didn't this guy have a Super Bowl? Why is this guy such a good, look at him going up and down the field and leading and throwing touchdowns and making amazing plays. You go, Fitzy, you go, intelligent Viking. And then the next game, he absolutely shits the bed. He goes 17 for 40 for 180 yards, no touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing, Fitzpatrick? And then he comes back, and in the same game, so you're like, all right, we had a good game with him, we had a bad game with him, it's okay. And then he comes back in game 3, and in the first half, he's dialed in and focused, and he goes 17 for 30, or he'll go 10 for 17 for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns, and you're like, fuck yeah. And then he'll throw 2 pick sixes in the second half, and the last one will be at the end of the game, and they'll lose. And that is the career of Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's 50-50. He giveth, he taketh away. Every single time. It has never changed. It has never wavered. It's why he's bounced around. And I'm getting the feeling that this is what Jameis Winston is like. He's going to have some games where you're like, oh my God, we're going to win it all. And then he's going to shit the bed. And then he's going to come back and have a 50-50 game where he plays good in one half and bad in the other. Wildly inconsistent. All the talent in the world, but can't put it together. Jameis Fitzpatrick. So there you go. Sorry, Saints fans. So Clarence said, you mean the defense missing 5 starters? Yeah. And them missing 7 coaches and all that. Virginia Button, we said Winston is Matt Castle. Injuries hurt on both sides of the ball. They look bad, though. They look bad. Barry, have you only watched Winston that one 30 for 30 year? He's not great, but everyone keeps talking about the one season. No. What do you think? I just started watching football that year? I'm just saying that is the microcosm. That's the ideal point of what his career has been. I mean, let's pull up his numbers. Come on. I'll pull up his numbers. I don't even know what they are. I don't know what Jameis Winston career numbers are, but I guarantee you it's very, and we can go game by game, and I guarantee you he does that shit. It's what he is. Let's see. Jameis Winston. Pro Football Reference. His seasons have gone 22 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 28 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 19 and 11, 19 and 14, 33 and 30. He's now at 5-2. Now let's look up Ryan Fitzpatrick and see if that sounds similar. And he's played in a lot more games, obviously, in a lot more seasons. But let's go touchdowns and interceptions. 23 and 15 in 2010 for Buffalo. We'll just start there because the Cincy season was kind of 11. Yeah, Cincy season, he was 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And then he really started to get it together. No, yeah, Cincy was 8-9. First year in Buffalo, 9 and 10, 23 and 15, 24-23, 24 and 16, 14 and 12, 17 and 8, 31 and 15. I mean, this is the same pattern. You could just plug these in and out. It's just inconsistent from game to game, from year to year, and half to half. Later, Marsha. Have a great day, sweetie. I want Jameis Winston to be great for you, Walt, but I feel like you're only defending him because he's a New Orleans Saints guy. If Jameis Winston, I mean, I don't see you defending Ryan Patrick. Have you ever watched Ryan Patrick the year he only had 8 interceptions? I mean, come on, dude. The point is I'm not telling you Jameis Winston is shitty. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm just saying he's too inconsistent. He's too inconsistent to be thumping your chest and trying to convince me that he's a good to great quarterback. That would be like you trying to convince me that Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good to great quarterback. They're just too inconsistent, which is the case for a lot of quarterbacks. Derek Carr. This is why Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and Patrick Mahomes, and I mean, these are why they're who they are and everybody else is who they are. Because when you're great, you're going to have a bad game. You're going to struggle every now and then, but it's not a pattern of inconsistency. Katie said he's a much better option than Taysom Hill. Maybe. Walter, I told you I was putting money on him before he got to the Saints. I know. Okay, great. But I feel like you're trying to convince yourself more than you're trying to convince me, Walt. That's all I'm saying. I feel like Saints fans are trying to convince themselves that he's the answer more than the rest of us. Because, chat, for those of you that aren't, put some dance in your mouth, BB. Can we stop talking about Winston makes me want some crabs? I don't know. What does the rest of the chat, non-New Orleans fans, think of Jameis Winston? Be interested to know. Be interested to see what you have to say, folks. All right, so back to our, what is it? It's 2:53. We're good. We'll probably do the rest, and then we'll break down some Texans and Browns on the other side. I have thoughts on David Culley. I have thoughts on Tyrod Taylor. I have thoughts on this Texans team. I have thoughts and prayers. I'm going to eat some crow in the second hour, and maybe we'll do a film session if we have time. There you go. So there's a non-Saints fan checking in. Jameis Winston is Jake Cutler. Terrence says, Jameis Winston, too inconsistent, but better option than Hill. Okay. I have faith in Winston and Sean Payton to get Winston right. Alex Villanueva says Winston is average. So the only ones arguing with me about my assessment of Jameis Winston are New Orleans Saints fans. Shocker. It would be like if I was sitting here telling you Dak Prescott, blah, blah, blah. The only ones that would argue with me would be Cowboys fans. Saints fans would be like, you right. So I understand Saints fans. You're going from Drew Brees to Jameis Fitzpatrick, and that's a tough pill to swallow. But that's where you're at right now, and it's okay. Just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, Jay Cutler of the South. Marty agrees. Justice Winfrey said, I think him eating a W told me all I needed to know. Remember when he blew his fingers? I made a W. Pete Jones said, Jameis Fitzpatrick. Fuck you, Laminack. Well then, Walt, God damn it, then stop defending him. I've never said Winston was the answer. Well then stop defending him, because you guys are, well, it seems like you guys are defending him like I'm being unfair and unreasonable in my assessment of his inconsistencies. If he's not the answer, then just let me be right. Winston Cutler is a good call. Yeah. Jameis Cutler. Jay Winston. Did I call him Ryan Cutler earlier? I maybe got confused. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. Sorry, Saints fans. That wasn't like sorry, like your Saints fans are sorry. It was like sorry, comma, Saints fans. Not like, ugh, sorry, Saints fans. Oh, sorry ass Saints fans. Just so we're clear. I don't know why I keep saying Saints with a lisp. These Saints fans out here. Hey, Broncos and Jags hook up in a Donnybrook. Oh, shit. Broncos beat the Jags 23-13. Teddy Bridgewater goes for 300 plus. Jeff Bell got to be feeling pretty good. Jeff Bell, the Bronco fan. Slow White Bronco is his fantasy team name. It's a really good fantasy name. Damn, Joe Pro from way downtown. Jameis Fitz Cutler. Wow. There you go. Davis Mills is Peyton Manning. All right, VB, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. I'm going to need you to sit down and shut the fuck up. We're gonna get to the Texans, I promise. Now, this Denver-Jacksonville game, I mean, I have a few notes. Cortland Sutton went absolutely off. Teddy Bridgewater looked good. Trevor Lawrence looked awful. After the game, Trevor Lawrence said, hey, we just got to stick together. No, they're all turning on you, buddy. They're all turning on you, the savior. And by the way, it's very obvious Urban Meyer has lost that locker room. It's very obvious he's in over his head, even after 2 games. As bad as they looked against the Texans, who maybe are surprising some people, Urban Meyer's got a long way to go to turn that shit around. And there's already rumors flying about that he's one and done, that he's going to be the head coach of USC next year. He's going back to college. I think he's handled it differently. There were reports going into the regular season that the locker room was already disgruntled with Urban Meyer because of the way he did drills, because of the way he did practices, because of the way he treated the players like some of them were college kids. And they're not. They're grown-ass multimillionaires. You got to respect that, Urban Meyer. Also, the college game and the NFL game are 2 completely different things. And I know he knows that. But, it's almost like muscle memory sometimes, I think. Sometimes you kind of revert back to your defaults in pressure situations and so forth, which is why people say gamer. I know, like on stage when I'm doing comedy, I revert. If I'm having a really good set, I start cursing a lot because that's what happens. If I'm doing something or feeling, I start cursing a lot. So no different. So when you're a coach or a young quarterback fresh out of college, you're going to revert to those tendencies that you did in college as a coach or a quarterback. And that's why they say game reps is what you need as a quarterback to get better. You get out of that and you get into what you have to do as an NFL quarterback to succeed. And some guys can and some guys can't. Jags are a mess right now. Texans are really going to get a run for their money for the number 1 pick. That is for damn sure. And Carter says Urban Meyer is a shill. VB says odds Urban Meyer quits before the end of the year. I don't think he will, because I don't think his pride will let him. I don't think his pride will let him. Would he be fired? Maybe, but do the Jags really, does Sam Conn and the Jags really want to have to pay him? Just to shit the bed that bad? Well, Matt Boucher says another health issue thing coming up. It could be. Very well could be. But I don't think so. I think he rides it out. I mean, hell, he's already 2 games in. 15 more weeks to go, because we know he ain't going to be coaching in the postseason. All right, let's keep rolling. I'm not even going to take a break yet. I'm not going to take a break until I absolutely have to pee. And then we'll what the hell is that? Oh. I was like, what the hell is KILF, KD? Joe Bro said, I've been surprised how well what's his name has done transitioning from Texas Tech to Arizona. Yeah. As a coach, yeah. Cliff Kingsbury. Yep. Speaking of, next game on the list, Minnesota, Arizona. Arizona beats the Vikings 34-33. A missed field goal with time expiring. Another close game for the Vikings. Another tough loss for the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. And you got to feel like they're like, man, what's it going to take? What are we going to do? I got to feel bad for House, who really doesn't hang out with us much anymore. I got a job or something. Whatever. What a dick. It's tough for the Vikings, man. You feel like, shit, it's going to be one of those years. You know who they're starting to remind me of a little bit already this year? Chargers teams of the past. It was like, how did you lose that game? That's kind of what the Vikings feel like after a couple of weeks. Truman McCarthy Laminack. What? Why am I McCarthy? Joe Bro said maybe McCarthy should worry about studying his watch, Total Dallas. Oh, because I'm late? Well, hey, fuck you, incarnate. Philip, good luck at the doctor, buddy. Oh, pizza. Oh, my God, that sounds so good. Yeah, House pops in for like 2 minutes and then pretends like he's here the whole time. He's like, I was just been in the back. Hey, shut up, House. Let's see. What am I? Oh, so that Arizona game, Vikings, they were in the game, missed a late field goal. Murray throws for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kyler Murray showing flashes too. Kyler Murray showing flashes of wanting to be included in the discussion of multifaceted Swiss Army knife quarterbacks that can throw, that can run, that make good decisions, that can play in the pocket, that can create with their feet, along with Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. These are the names mentioned. And I think we don't mention Kyler Murray yet, but if he keeps this up, you're going to have to start to respect Kyler Murray a little bit. Now, it helps that he has DeAndre Hopkins and so forth, but Katie said Murray runs like a badass toddler. That's messed up, dude. That's messed up. It's messed up. Matt Poche, that guy is balling out. Yeah, little dude is balling. I know, Donna, I've got it. I'm going to try to pull it up and play it for you guys. But yeah, Arizona, another big win. Kyler Murray goes for 400. Dalvin Cook with 131 yards. Rondale Moore, 114 receiving yards. Tough 2 losses for Viking fans, but House in here, so we move on. Who else is on the list here? Atlanta and the Bucks. This one was closer than I thought it would be after 3, and then Tampa was like, all right, we're done messing around. And then that was the end of that. Gronk with another monster game, couple of touchdown passes, or couple of touchdown catches. Falcons didn't look great. They looked sturdy, but not great. Brady didn't have a great game, but he was very efficient, and that's been kind of what it's been like lately for Brady, right? You might get 225 to 275, but it'll be for like 5 touchdowns. They've got a good running game. They've got receivers. They've got a hell of a defense. And when you're not seeing a ton of passing yards, one, that's a balanced attack. So if you're not seeing Brady throw for 350, 400 yards, it's probably because they're running the ball just as well. In fact, let me look up the box score. I feel like rushing and passing was probably pretty equal. Oh, not at all. Tampa Bay only managed 82 yards. I did fall asleep a little bit in the game. 276 yards passing, 82 yards rushing, but Brady throws for 5 touchdowns. But Matt Ryan has 3 interceptions. A lot of times it's either a balanced attack or field position. If you get the ball on the 30, the 40, or your opponent's 30 or 40 yard line, you're not going to get a ton of yards in the run game or the passing game. And to be quite honest with you, 275 and 82 is about right for they ran the ball 21 times, rushed for 36. So pretty balanced as far as play calling goes. But field position makes a big difference in the amount of yards you're going to put up. What was time of possession on that? I'm interested. Yeah, Bucks had the ball a total of 26 minutes. Score 48 points. Wow. So there you go. Buck's going to buck. What are you going to do? All right, Dallas and the Chargers. Greg Zuerlein, the hero out there in Big D. 56-yard game-winning field goal. Penalties killed the Chargers. They had 14 points wiped off the board. Oh, shit, hold on. I didn't do the call for the Vikings. Let me go back real quick. Katie said Cordell Patterson looked great, and then Matt Ryan was like, guys, I got it and shit the bed. Falcons are also competition for the number 1 pick. I think they'll have a top 10 pick, but I don't know if they'll be number 1. What did Pete Jones say? Oh, the toddler thing. Let me go back here real quick. Zoom out. Let me find this Vikings call. Where the hell did my... Oh, fuck. I just closed it. God damn son of a bitch. Sorry, I closed my rundown. That doesn't help. But I wanted to play this. I'm going to try to play this. This Vikings call is hilarious. So basically, if you didn't know, Vikings play-by-play on the radio thought that the field goal was good. I guess they either couldn't see or didn't see, or I don't know what the hell happened, but they made the call the wrong call. And pretty goddamn hilarious, if we're being honest here. All right, zoom out. So let's see. I got to turn this up. That creates echo, I think. So I'm not going to talk while this plays, but this was the Vikings broadcast saying they made the field goal when, in fact, as you see, 4 seconds left on the clock, Vikings down by 3, 37-yard field goal attempt, and this is how it went.
High snap, put down, Joseph, come on! It is good! No, he missed it! Good. Are you kidding me? He missed it right.
He missed it right.
Oh, my heavens.
Oh, my. He
missed it right.
What a gut punch to a team. Ball that play after play.
I'm sorry. Let's rewind that. I wish House was here.
High snap, put down, Joseph, come on! It is good! No, he missed it! Good. Are you kidding me? He missed it right.
He missed it right.
Oh, my heavens.
Oh, my.
He missed it right.
What?
That is so beautiful, folks. It's good! Nope. He missed it right. Nope, he's nice. Oh my God! Snapback ball down, kick up on his way. It is gonna be out of the. It's to the right. He missed it. Fuck. Shit. Oh, I missed it right. I love how he's all calm. I feel like this dude during sex is like, babe. Oh my God, here it comes. I'm about to cut. Nope, false alarm. I didn't. I thought I was, and then I didn't. So I apologize. It's the best. Oh my God. One more time. What's up, buddy? I tried to get you to eat. You didn't want to eat. Best cat dad ever over here yelling at his cat. Here we go. One more time. Ready?
High snap, put down, Joseph, come on! It is good! No, he missed it! Good. Are you kidding me? He missed it right.
He missed it right.
Oh, my heavens.
I want to watch the whole thing.
He missed it right.
What a gut punch to a team. Ball that play after play toward the end fought its way back.
Oh, missed it by like a foot.
And just,
oh my God.
That is so great. That is outstanding. Chase Pope said, Barry, is it cool to be a cat dad as a single dude? Hell, fuck yeah, it is. Of course it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen, dude. There's this whole machismo bullshit. By the way, I gotta shave that right there. It's driving me nuts. And like when my big ass nose, when the light's not there, it gets darker. It looks like I'm rocking like a really small Hitler mustache under that shadow. I did a better job shaving that right there. Chase says, well, I won't be stereotyped as a weird cat man. Well, no, you don't want to have 15 goddamn cats at the house, Chase. Be like, come here, Muffins and Scrappy and Boots and Mittens and Sassy Pants and Sassy Shirts and come here, Mr. Blouses. And no, you can't do all that shit. But you got one badass cat, like teach it tricks like a dog. Teach it how to like rescue babies from burning buildings or some shit. I don't know. Whatever your cats are good at. No, not at all. And there's this whole stereotypical machismo thing that I have fought since I've been in the public eye. Because of course on the radio, as soon as I said I had cats, Joel and Nick, fucking such. What a pussy. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of. Dogs. I'm a man. Gotta have dogs. I'm a man. I'm a dog. No. When in fact the animal that you own has no reflection or bearing on the type of man you are. None at all. Now, you might be sensitive. Cool. Dude, if you're going to try to tell me there's some unmanly men, if you're going to try to tell me there's not a single unmanly man in the world that owns a fucking dog. It's ridiculous, dude. It's a fucking animal. If you want a cat because you're partial to cats, dude, fuck with all these morons that are like, you're a pussy. You don't live in my house? Why don't you shut the fuck up? I want an animal because I'm single, but I don't want a goddamn dog that I gotta walk all the time. So listen. Any dude in this chat, any dude in life that tries to pull that machismo, stereotypical bullshit, you're a dude, you gotta have a dog, just tell them to shut the fuck up and go live their life. It is the stupidest goddamn argument I've ever heard. Seriously. It is exhaustingly old. Okay? You gotta have... Because half these motherfuckers that are out here like, I'm a man, I got a dog. It's some old bitch-ass chihuahua yapping motherfucker. Bro, I guarantee you, every cat I've ever owned would fuck that chihuahua up. So why don't you go... Oh, boy, I almost said something inappropriate. What was the mindset? Matt said, nah, dude, real men have big dogs that they don't ever train properly. It drives me fucking insane that we have these stereotypes about what a man is supposed to be. Bro, I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't with Nora, now that I've owned cats, because I wasn't a cat guy, because I bought into the stereotype thing, I fucking love these cats. The 2 cats that we owned prior to these 2, all 4 of the cats that we've owned have been amazing animals. They're sweet, they're fun, they're playful, they're hilarious, they're crazy. They fuck around and kill roaches and wasps in the house. Ain't no fucking dog killing a wasp. They're definitely getting stung in the face because they're fucking stupid. Telling you right now, dude. Any dude that tries to tell you, listen, I'm gonna earmuffs. If you're in an environment where a lot of curse words is gonna sound bad, put your headphones in just for a second. 3, 2. Any dude, I guarantee you, and this is not a knock, but any dude that tries to tell you over and over again that you're soft because you own a cat and the only manly macho thing to do is to own a dog, he's just covering up for the fact that he sucked a dick before. That's all. And he doesn't want you to know because he's ashamed about it instead of just owning it and being himself. Secretly, these dudes in the chat, they're like, dogs all day. They suck dick. They suck dick. 100%. 100%. They won't tell you. They experiment. At least. They might suck their dog's dick, to be honest with you. It's the stupidest fucking argument ever. Dumb. So, Chip, go get a goddamn cat. D-Mata said, and a tongue ring. Yeah, and a tongue ring. That's exactly right. They're out there just blowing their dog with their tongue ring. You like that? You like that, Lassie? Don't tell nobody, okay? That's hilarious. And a tongue ring. D-Mata said, real men have spiders and snakes. No. Walt said not that there's anything wrong with it. No, I didn't say that. I said they instead of just owning it and being themselves. I never said they were. I'm saying they're hiding their true. This was not a judgment. This was an assessment of their character and their facade, not the actual act of sucking said dicks. So Chase, get a goddamn cat. All right, we already talked about the Raiders. I'm not going back, Chase. All right, that got weird. Thanks for that, Chase. I got fucking. So there you go. I wish House was here to hear the Vikings choke. Total Dallas said, my dog tries to catch flies, no luck yet. Yeah. And there was one time, our old cat, rest in peace to Sebastian. I chased this goddamn fly around the house for 30 minutes. Couldn't catch it. Couldn't fucking get it. And this cat, Sebastian, he was a badass. He's sitting there and he's watching this fucking cat fly. This is when Nora and I first got together. We lived in an apartment. We had Sebastian, just the 3 of us. This motherfucker's flying around and he's watching. And I swing at the fly And he dives down and goes down the center of the kitchen. He's about to go into the living room. And Sebastian's sitting there and he watches this fly come and he just goes, boop. And knock that motherfucker out of there. And then goes over to the fly. Swear to God. He knocks it out of the air as it flies by. He doesn't jump, just boom. And the fly falls. And he walks over and he puts his paw on it. And then he goes and looks at me like, I got it. Come on. Come get it. Like he's standing on it like, I got it for you, Dad. Whenever you're ready, come get it. It's like, you motherfucker. This is pretty amazing. Uh-oh. Justin said if a chick owns a snake, she's going to eat your soul. And I don't think Justin knows that Christy owns a snake, but she does. And she was like, fuck around and find out, Justin. Justin's probably watching like, oh, I done fucked up. I done fucked up now. Thanks, Marty. Yeah, no, that's a true ass story. Yeah, ain't no dog doing that. Zoom, zoom. It was probably like, huh? And the fly's already gone. Dogs are stupid. Just said I forgot. Please don't take my soul, Christy. She owns 2 snakes. Listen. Y'all mess with Christy all you want. I love me some Christy. I ain't messing around. Ain't happening. Nope. No. You coming for me? I ain't fucking do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Barry's YouTube show is outdrawing the radio show right now. Should have the station very concerned, especially on a Monday after the NFL. You know, a year ago, I would have never read that message, but now, welcome. Hey, I love y'all. Thanks for being here. I couldn't do it without you guys, so we in the building. This is what we doing. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get back to it. By the way, let's get back to sports. We freaked out a little bit. We went off the rails. What is this? All right, last one. Christy said, I'm kidding, Barry. The wink scares me. She's like, I'm kidding, Barry. Justin's so nervous right now. He probably logged out. Mark G said, we had a cat named Sebastian that got put on house arrest by the police for biting a woman. Crazy lady called the cops on our cat. First of all, I would never name a cat Sebastian. I just want to point that out. You're already at a disadvantage by what we just talked about with Chip Pope about the stereotype of dudes owning cats. If I owned a cat, I would definitely name it something mean sounding. Not like, oh, it's Sir Giggle Wiggles. This is my cat, Sir Giggle Wiggles. He's the badass. Yeah, he caught a fly once. Just, yeah, two-handed it. Yeah, he's a badass. Also, he knows dance moves. But that's funny as fuck. Your cat, Sebastian, was like, yo, what up, bitch? And she called the cops on a cat? On a cat? That's hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Your cat got put on house arrest. God damn it. See? You do that with a dog, you're under arrest. They put the dog down. Cats, they're just like, go home. Go home, Bootses. Go home. We'll see you in a week. Good times. All right, back to our scores. Zoom out, stupid producer. That'd be me, by the way. Oh, that's not what we wanted. We wanted this. Zoom out, zoom over, get over there, whatever. Where did we leave off? We left off. Oh, we didn't talk about Dallas and the Chargers, did we? Did we get to that? No, we had Tampa Bay, Atlanta. And we didn't get over to, I closed my notes. God damn, where's my goddamn notes at? What does the goddamn line say, Tony? Uh-oh. All right. Back to it. See, this is why the only problem with doing this on YouTube and not radio, which, by the way, I just want to, nah, I won't do it. I'm not gonna start getting petty with radio stations. Because technically I could get some of them in trouble with the FCC. I won't say who. But some of them don't really do their licensing appropriately. Because I would love to be able to run some background music. Fortunately, I can't get away with that because YouTube's a hoe-ass bitch. Anyways, we talked Cowboys-Chargers. Greg Zuerlein, 56-yard game winner. Penalties really hurt the Chargers. Gave up 14 points, 2 touchdowns basically, had wiped off because of penalties. Doesn't matter. What matters is that the Cowboys won. Mike McCarthy feeling good. Greg Zuerlein gets the game ball. Zeke gets on the board with a touchdown. Pollard actually rushed for more yards than Zeke, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back and look at the box score, but I could be wrong on that. Dallas feeling pretty good, 1-1. That's a good Chargers team. It's not, not the greatest win in the world, but it's a good win to go on the road against a tough Chargers team. Well, I shouldn't say tough. Against a good Chargers team. They gave up 338 yards through the air, but only 95 yards rushing to Eckler and crew. Pollard with 109 yards and a touchdown. Zeke was 71 yards and a touchdown. Dallas, 237 yards passing for Prescott. No touchdowns, 1 interception. Get the job done, though, and that's really all that matters. Yep. Walt said Pollard is showing to be the better back so far this season. A little scary, and you wonder why. Zeke had 3 more carries. Pollard did have the one. He had a 28-yard scamper. That was his longest run. But you got to wonder what's going on with Zeke. Cowboy fans, are you concerned? Are you worried? Are you nervous? I don't know. That's the weird thing about running backs I'll never understand. Boy, I tell you what, when a running back loses it, they lose it. And it almost feels instant. It's almost like we were like, Zeke is it? No, let me eat. What's wrong with Zeke? It sucks. Literally from like one game to the next or one week to the next. Life on a running back is like 3 years. No doubt. I mean, that's why. By the way, and this is a conversation had around, sports talk in the NFL all the time. Average lifespan of a running back is 3 years. Most careers are 3 good years. Can we all just pause and appreciate what Frank Gore has done as an NFL running back because of that very statement right there, which I'm not disagreeing with. I understand the lifespan of a running back is very short in the NFL, which makes what Frank Gore did fucking amazing. And I think a lot of people will sleep on Frank Gore. And he got a lot of yards just because he was around forever. But do you know how hard it is to be around forever as a running back in the NFL? I don't think you do. Chat kind of going in on Zeke. Zeke is fine. Total Dallas saying Zeke is fine. Here we go with the Cowboys fan convincing themselves that Zeke is fine. Kind of like Saints fans earlier convincing themselves that Winston is fine. And then look, here comes Saints fans. AKA Walt. Zeke lost weight to get quicker, but now he can't break a tackle. There you go. Frank Gore, Peterson, Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith, all very rare. 100% Joe Pro. Todd Gurley out of the league already. Yup. I want to see, Dandy Dan said, I want to see more than 2 games to see if Zeke has lost it. I want to look at his career. Let me look at his, last year. If I recall, last year wasn't a great year for him, was it? So far, he's averaging 3.9 yards a carry over 2 games, which is would be his lowest output of his career. Last year was his lowest yards per carry average of his career at 4.0. Still very respectable. 15 games, 244 attempts, 979 yards rushing. Didn't break 1,000 over 15 games. Averaged 4 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns, and had 5 fumbles. Second highest in his career. He had 6 back in 2018. The year before, he averaged 4.5 yards a carry, 4.7, 4.1, and 5.1. He's gone over 1,000 yards 3 times in his career. In 2017, he only played in 10 games and had 983 yards. Last year, he played in 15 games and had 979. And again, that was the lowest output of his career. there's definitely a significant drop-off, total Dallas, from 2019 to 2020. Significant drop-off. You don't go from averaging 4.7 and 4.5 yards a carry to 4. And now you're down to 3.9. That is a significant difference. So I'm not saying Zeke is washed yet. I'm not saying he's done. I'm just telling you, it's not looking good. He doesn't look good when he runs the ball. And statistically, if you're getting outperformed by Pollard and you're supposed to be Ezekiel Elliott, at one point, a few years ago, best running back in football. For the last couple of years, he has been. And he's not anymore. He might not even be top 5. In fact, y'all want to do an exercise? Can we name 5 backs you would take right now in the NFL over Ezekiel Elliott? Let's pull up. Let's go to statistics. Rushing yards. Current league leader is Derrick Henry. Obs, you're taking Derrick Henry number 1. Obs. Chubb. Yep, that would be my second one, Tony. Actually, I might take Chubb over Henry, but that would be kind of dumb. But yeah, I'd take Nick Chubb. Dalvin Cook. So here's your top 5. Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Lamar Jackson, quarterback, was 3rd in the league in rushing. Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey. Then you go David Montgomery, Damian Harris, Antonio Gibson, Devin Singletary. I mean, Zeke is... It's bad. Zeke is 25th on this list. Daniel Jones has more rushing yards than Ezekiel Elliott. But I definitely take, so Derrick Henry number 1, Nick Chubb number 2. I think Christian McCaffrey number 3, just because of his versatility. I would agree with that, truck driver Pookie. Joe Mixon is definitely 4. So now you got to look at, are you taking Dalvin Cook ahead of Ezekiel Elliott? Yeah, probably. So there's at least 5 guys. So he went from being the best back to not even being a top 5 running back in football. Damian Harris is playing well. Devin Singletary. For God's sakes, Melvin Gordon has 132 yards rushing. Tony Pollard with 123. Yeah. Not looking good. Chris Carson. Austin Eckler. So I'm not saying he's done. There's, all it's going to take is 150 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns next week, and we're all like, oh, shit, he's back. But I'm just telling you, there's some issues with Zeke. And they need to figure it out because after 2019, he fell off a cliff, it feels like. Yeah, Walt said Pollard over Zeke right now. So there's 6. Hell yeah, you'd take Pollard over Zeke right now. CC said he's putting up some solid blocks. And look, I don't... where is Pollard, CC said. Pollard is, on this list, he is 17th in rushing right now after 2 weeks. 17th in rushing. Crazy. Mark Ingram is 16. We still haven't talked Texans yet, and we're going to get to that. So let's keep rolling. Tennessee, Seattle. Derrick Henry's back. Boy, that week 1 didn't look great, did it? What a difference a week makes. We could probably be doing the same thing about Ezekiel Elliott in week 3. Week 1 against Arizona, Derrick Henry carries the ball 17 times for 58 yards, averaging 3.4, and everyone's like, ooh, geez, including me. What's wrong with Derrick Henry and the Titans offense? And then against a really good Seattle defense, well, against a decent Seattle defense, decent to good, 35 attempts, 182 yards, 5.2 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, rattled off a 60-yarder. Big run in overtime. This is the notes I have. Henry's back, 182 yards, 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Now, Titan Hugo, yeah, where are you at? Titan Hugo guaranteed a win. And he was right. The Titans won. Technically, though, should have lost. If Seattle doesn't miss that field goal, this game doesn't go to overtime. Tighten up. There he goes. There he goes. You nailed it, buddy. You called it, baby. You said the Titans would win. Titan Hugo guaranteed a win. And it doesn't matter how you get it. It doesn't matter how you get it. He got it. Titan Hugo was right. Now, if Seattle makes their extra point, it becomes a moot point because that game is over and the Titans fall to 0-2. Instead, they go to overtime. Derrick Henry steps up big. Ball game. So, good for the Titans. Yeah, and that's, it's a good win. That's a good football team in Seattle. No, Ryan Tannehill threw for 347 yards. Did he have any touchdowns? Had to have, right? I got to go to the box score. Definitely a game I didn't watch and should have, but I did not. Let's see what Tannehill's box score was. It feels like, though, if they had 35 carries, you kind of feel like they recommitted to the run a little bit. There we go. Scores. And then we got one more. KC, Baltimore. Oh, man. That was a hell of a game last night. Titan Hugo, so the ref took away a Julio Jones touchdown and a safety on Russell Wilson. That was not a safety on Russell Wilson. I did see that part of the game. I can't comment on the Julio Jones touchdown, but that's definitely not a safety. When it comes to safeties, they're always going to give you the benefit of the doubt on forward progress. Always. Once you establish something, I'm just telling you. Yeah, defense played better second half. Box score. Ryan Tannehill, 27 of 40 for 347 yards. Pretty damn good. 69.4 QBR, sacked 3 times for 27 yards. They had 40 passes and 40 runs. Is that any good? Is that balance? I mean, Ryan Tannehill had 4 runs. I don't know how many of them were designed or scrambles, but end of the day, 40 pass attempts, 40 rushing attempts. It's pretty balanced. And to go 347 in the passing game and 212 in the running game against Seattle, pretty stout. You hope week 1 was just an anomaly. All right, last game that we need to discuss. God bless, it's already 3:30. This show has flown by. Flew by. KC in Baltimore. What a game. What a fun game. I was sitting here printing shirts, watching that bad boy. Trying to focus because, damn, that was good. But Lamar Jackson finally gets a win over Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs after going with 0-3, 0-4, something like that. Wild game, lots of fun. Lamar doing his best Patrick Mahomes impression. Patrick Mahomes doing his best Lamar Jackson impression. Some crazy throws. I'm going to tell you right now. And Carter said Barry's not hydrated. No pee break yet. Yeah, I know, right? In fact, I'm down to 4 of my Decade waters. I'm going to get one out now so we don't take a break just yet. That game was a lot of fun to watch. And I'm going to tell you right now, Lamar Jackson's either going to go down as the greatest running back, quarterback in NFL history, or he's going to break something. But he is so elusive and he is so fast. And it's really forcing us, I think, as NFL fans. I think you really have to step back and be like, okay, we've always said you can't run as a quarterback. You got to throw, and we know that the game is evolving. You see a lot of RPOs. By the way, I still remember I started talking RPOs about 3.5 years ago when they were becoming in vogue in both college and pro. They were probably before that, but it was on the radio. I just remember I mentioned RPO and Joel made fun of me. RPO? What the? Shut up, Joel. I love him, though. So it's kind of changed the dynamic. Like, you have to look, flip. At the end of the day, yes, better than Mike Vick. Did you watch last night's game? Do you see, not only, he's got the speed of Vick, he's got the elusiveness of Vick, he's got I got in trouble. I got called a racist for this at one point. But I said that Lamar Jackson, I didn't get called racist, but he tried to be like, oh, it's just you always got to compare black quarterbacks. But I said that Lamar Jackson throws a very similar ball to Mike Vick. In fact, he reminds me of Mike Vick in a ton of ways. But I think at the end of the day, when you watch a game like last night, and I know I watched Mike Vick play. I know he had a ton of dynamic runs. I just feel like Lamar Jackson 1 is Mike Vick 2.0, but he's a better version of Mike Vick when he's on. Now, he'll have some stinker games, but so did Mike Vick. But boy, Quinn, that's not a bad comparison. He's shifty for a big, tall guy, like if Barry Sanders was a quarterback. Like the way he's able to not just change directions on a dime, but he changes speeds. He takes a tough. He'll dead leg you and you'll miss a tackle. That's a quarterback. Never mind, he's also got an arm on him. And I get it. And Katie might be right. He's a better runner. Vic was a better passer. I do think Mike Vick was an underrated passer. Boy, Mike Vick threw a pretty ball. God. One of the tightest spirals I can remember seeing. Just threw a beautiful deep ball. Yeah, and Vic did have a cannon too, Sean. You're absolutely right about that. Vic had an absolute cannon. But I think even throwing motion-wise, Lamar Jackson has a similar, but he throws a similar ball. Very tight spiral, pretty football. But it's going to be interesting to see how long he can continue to do this, but they're just going to, I think, ride this until the wheels fall off. When you see how much, he led the game in rushing yards with 107. Especially if they don't have a run game right now. Especially if they're looking at Le'Veon Bell and Devontae Freeman to be their backs, and they're still getting acclimated. What did they have last night? Lamar Jackson had 107 yards rushing on 16 carries. It's pretty good. Williams had 13 carries for 77 yards. Devontae Freeman had 2 carries for 29 yards. Le'Veon Bell, not even, I don't even know if he was active. Jackson threw for 239 yards, which is respectable. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But the problem is that he's good enough. You have to respect his ability to run so much, and he can be so effective and do so much damage in one play that it really puts a lot of pressure on a defense. More so than probably any quarterback in the league, if we're being honest. Great game, wild game, lots of fun. Lamar did it all. Finally gets the big win. Big fumble at the end by Edwards-Helaire. Big fumble at the end. You know the Chiefs look at that and go, man, why is it that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the one that cost us the game? If that's Mahomes with the ball in his hand or Kelsey or Tyreek Hill, it's probably a different story. So you hate to see that, but you got to include everybody. But if you're curious, Mahomes goes 24 of 31, 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 73 QBR. He's pretty good. Pretty good. Christy said, like this video or I will eat your soul. That's what I'm talking about. She's a soul eater. Oh, no, it's a man eater. Whatever. All right, let's talk a little bit Texans, Browns specifically. Texans fans. What up, Frederick? He said, all this Vic and Lamar talk makes me wonder how good VY could have been. Famo. If VY was that good, he would have been that good. Right? It's not like he didn't have opportunities. He had opportunities that first year in Tennessee when he came in and beat up on the Texans and stuff like that. The fact of the matter is, he wasn't. He was never going to be Mike Vick or Lamar Jackson. Unfortunately, as good as he was in college, he was just never going to be the guy. Matt says he couldn't get his head right. Yeah. VY was as good as he was. Yeah. He was never going to be great. The same thing, right? Johnny was robbed of opportunities according to Aggie Fan. Yeah. See, that'd be the same argument. Oh, man. You wonder watching Kyler Murray run around, you wonder if Johnny Manziel would have been a Kyler Murray. No, he had a chance. He wasn't. He just wasn't. Look, some of these guys are amazing college quarterbacks, but you understand that the leap between the two is what separates guys like VY from guys like Lamar Jackson. The ability to adjust to the NFL game as opposed to being the big dog on campus and in a game where the majority of players are never going to play in the NFL. Yeah, you're going to look better. I'm not saying VY didn't have some talent. He absolutely did that. We'll never forget that Rose Bowl. Never. But the fact is, when you go from playing against 10 to 20% NFL players on the other side of the ball to 100%, it changes the dynamic and it kind of exposes you for what and who you really are as a player. VY was great at Texas. He just wasn't equipped for the NFL game. So there you go. Case Keenum, Johnny Manziel. I mean, all these cats. They're great in college. But I mean, like VY and Lamar and Johnny and Kyler Murray. I mean, that's just how it goes, man. Just how it goes. All right, let's talk a little Texans Browns. I have a copious amount of notes that I took while watching this game. And who's messaging me? By the way, can I just say one more time? BB, thank you again, you and Donna and Joe Pro and Uriel Villanueva for supporting me in my attempt to lose weight financially. So I appreciate you guys more than you ever know. Honest to God. Here's my notes from the Texans game. You ready? You ready? Ready to go. First of all, and I just made like random notes like, oh, Lindsey's touchdown play was great, which leads me to a bigger note about Texans Browns. I thought the play calling offensively was really good. There was some times when you watched a play and went, holy shit, that was a good football play. I think Tim Kelly and that as the coordinator is really starting to show me something. Now, I made the comment a few weeks ago, based off of some sources that I have, that chances are they're going to eventually usher everyone out. Anyone in that organization that had anything to do with Bill O'Brien is going to be gone. That's the plan. But there are exceptions to the rule. And if you get games called like you saw yesterday for the Texans, if you get creative play calls and that's consistently good like that, maybe they don't. I mean, why? Offense looked legit good on drive one. Tyrod looked sharp on drive one. There was a muff punt that dug him a hole. But here's where I got to eat some crow. Tyrod Taylor, Mark Ingram, Phillip Lindsay, Brandon Cooks. That whole offensive thing that they had going in the first couple of series, the first quarter, first half. It was 14-14 at the end of two. Now, I do want to bitch for a moment because I'm trying to watch the game. I'm delayed. I got done with Sports Ride at noon. I left. I went to the cigar shop. I bought a couple sticks, came back, sat down. I'm an hour behind by the time I get back. It's 1 o'clock. I have it recorded on Fubo. For some goddamn reason that I don't know, Fubo sucks recording games and stuff because I'm watching. I go to the recorder and I say, all right, start the game. And I'm able to skip some commercials. Out of nowhere, it jumps ahead and goes live and the recording is gone. So I literally missed the entire second quarter of yesterday's game. I don't have it recorded. I don't know where it is. I missed the dumbass penalty. We'll decline the penalty and punt bullshit. I missed all that. But I'll tell you what, that first quarter, ending 7-7, pretty damn impressive. Jarvis Landry going out was big for the Texans. Justin Reed had a couple of big hits, forced fumble, then got injured. But I'm going to say this. Tim Kelly called a good football game. David Culley, despite the issue with declining a 3rd and 7 penalty, taking 4th and 2 instead and just punting, and everybody in football is going, why did you do that? It's just a brain fart. This team is really rallying around him. Now, Davis Mills is not the answer. I think we can all say that. And I think that the bigger issue here, I mean, Davis Mills isn't the answer yet. I don't think he's going to be. This is another Dave Ragone situation to me. That's what this dude is. Remember they went out and got Dave Ragone, and everybody's like, well, maybe so. Look at the Louisville slugger in here. Didn't he go to Louisville, Dave Ragone? Where did Dave Ragone go? Wasn't he a Louisville product? Dave Ragone. Oh, he's a coach now. Where's he coaching at? Dave Ragone is an American football coach for the Bears. Good old Dave Ragone. He coached for the Hartford Colonials, the Titans, the Skins, the Bears, and the Falcons. He's an offensive coordinator. Look at that. For your Atlanta Falcons. Dave Ragone did play at Louisville. I was right. That was correct. I rarely get that information right. But that's what this is reminding me of. Davis Mills is Dave Ragone 2.0. But I think the Texans have this weird dilemma. And of course it would happen in the year that they're going through the drama with Deshaun Watson, that they would lose Tyrod Taylor, who, by the way, 1, I feel awful for. 2, is kind of made of glass. Very injury prone. I understand last year it wasn't his fault, but everywhere he's gone, this dude has performed really well and then gotten hurt and lost his starting job. And that sucks. It happened in Cleveland to Baker. It happened in Buffalo. It happened in the Chargers with Justin Herbert. I mean, thank God he's not going to lose his job to Davis Mills. We know that much. Because I think Baker came in and won the next game. Justin Herbert stepped in and played really well. I don't remember. Who did he lose it to in Buffalo? Was it Josh Allen? And now here he is, and I don't think anyone's like, well, Davis Mills is going to take this. I mean, one thing I was also impressed about in last night's game, and these are just me going back to random thoughts, and I'm going to come back to the Deshaun Watson thing. Brandon Cooks, once Tyrod Taylor went out, you could really see him stepping up as a leader for Davis Mills. I think this team felt like, you know what, this Browns team is supposed to be a really good. They are a playoff team in the AFC, and we're out here going blow for blow with them, holding our own. It's 14-all after half one at equal strength. Now, granted, they lost Jarvis Landry for a little bit, and Tex could key on the run some, but that's Chubb and Hunt. Good luck. Good luck. And Baker with his ability to scramble. Browns present a problem on offense. And the Texans hung in there. Now, Cook steps up, though, on several occasions. You can see him in that game going over to Davis Mills and talking to him. When there was a missed communication, a missed read, he would go over there and coach him up a little bit. On a good play that Mills made, a good throw to Cooks down near the goal line, I think it was, when he ended up getting his first touchdown throw. But Cooks ends up, I think, of an 11-yard line or something like that, goes down and gets the ball. And when he comes up, he points to him like, that's what I'm talking about, kid. That's what we're doing here. So, I credit to Cooks. This was a guy that was left for dead by the Rams. Looking amazing this year, him and Tyrod Taylor hooking up together. Looking legitimate. Looking scary. I tell you what. I got to eat crow. Do I think this Texans team is a 7, 8, 9 win team? No, I still think this is a bad football team. I think I might. Okay. After 2 games, one against a really bad football team and the other against a good football team, through 3 halves of football, I can fully admit that I was wrong about the Texans. I was impressed by the Texans. I was amazed at how well this team played, about how well they rallied around Tyrod Taylor, how crisp and sharp he was, how they've rallied around David Culley. The secondary looks pretty good. Lovie Smith is a wizard. Everything I thought the Texans would be, they have not been up till now. What up, Ben? Now, that doesn't mean I think they're making the playoffs, but I'm telling you right now, after 2 games with Tyrod Taylor, after 3 halves, they looked like a playoff team. The bigger question becomes, as Texans fans, do you want that? I don't know. I had talked about that last week with Jerome. And here's the other thing. Yeah, eat crow means I just admit I was wrong. Here's the other thing. What do you do now? Do you go get Cam? Do you try? Or do you just say, okay, well, now we can at least be shitty and have an excuse? Well, as good as Tyrod was, like Tyrod Taylor was like, no, we're not going to be shitty, fam. I'm not going to let us. I'm going to play good football. I'm a good quarterback. I may not be great. I may not be all world. I'm not Lamar Jackson, Patrick, but I'm a damn good football player and a good quarterback, and I'm going to show y'all that. And I got a good receiver over there. I got decent tight ends. I got veteran running backs behind me that aren't going to, you know, they're not going to lead the league in rushing, but they're not going to make a bunch of dumb mistakes. That's why you get veterans. Got a hodgepodge defense that Lovie Smith has cobbled together. So what do you do? Do you go get Cam? The crazy thing to me is you've got one of the best quarterbacks in football just sitting there in a stalemate. I don't want to play. Well, we don't want you to play because we don't want you to lose your value. Unbelievable. It's so Texans. It's so Texans that they go through what they go through with Deshaun Watson in the offseason. They go and get Tyrod Taylor. He resurrects his career. He's playing amazing. But Deshaun's not going to play, but they don't get a trade done. So he's sitting there. He's inactive every week. He refuses to play, and they don't want him to play. They go out and spend their first pick in a draft where they don't even have a pick until the 3rd round, and they get some schlub from Stanford who just looks like he's lost out there. And this is the guy now, when after a game and a half, Texans fans are like, oh, shit, where are all the haters at now, Barry? Yeah, my bad. You're right. They look good. So what do you do? Like that Ben said, be shitty. Ben said, be shitty. Flip says, do you go laughing at me because I suggested Cam? Well, that's the question. Are you like, look, we're not going to go out. If we add anybody, it's going to be, you know, a quarterback from somebody's practice squad, some scrub, some whatever. I mean, me personally, and I am a fan of the team as much as I come on here, and I speak honestly. That's the thing. I come on this show. I go on radio. I go on TV. I speak from the heart. I don't, despite what Jerome feels like, I don't play it up. I am passionate about the team, and I get upset because I want them to win because I'm a fan. But the fact is, sometimes you got to think with your head and not with your heart. Sometimes you got to think strategery. And not, boy, but I would rather go 7-9 and miss the playoffs than go 2-15 or 7-10, I should say, and miss the playoffs, than go 2-15 and miss the playoffs. You're missing the playoffs. The difference is you have a shitty draft pick and miss the playoffs. The Rockets did this for years. They would go 41-41, be the 8th seed, get bounced, not be in the lottery. 41-41, 8th seed. They go 43-40, 39, whatever. 7th seed. And then the Astros were like, all right, we're just going to lose 100 games a year for 3 years, get a bunch of draft picks, and then be great. And that's almost what the blueprint is now. You know what? Just shit the bed. Just shit the bed for a year or two. Because that's what the Rockets are about to do. The Rockets are like, all right, we get it. We're going to suck. We're going to suck. We're going to draft, and we're going to build a team. So I don't know that you go out. Fuck it. Just suck this year. We were already prepared for it anyways. What a pleasant surprise the first 2 games have been. But I'm okay if they just go, well, we tried. And I'm going to tell you right now, too, I was wrong about Tyrod Taylor. I was wrong through 2 games. Now, this obviously I might be right by the end of the year, but I'm not saying that they're great. But as of right now, based on all the shit I talked about this team in the offseason, I can sit here and look at this camera and tell you I was wrong about how good Tyrod Taylor would be so far. I was wrong about David Culley. I was wrong about the Texans. I was wrong about Nick Caserio, who I think has done a pretty goddamn good job of cobbling together a pretty good team. I will say that I think this team has totally messed up the Deshaun Watson thing. They refused to trade him early before the sexual misconduct allegations hit, when they could have gotten good assets in return. You know, they go get David Culley thinking they could save it, and that wasn't the problem. It was Easterby. It was not being involved. It was the being lied to. So this team still has issues, but I can admit when I'm wrong about things, and I was wrong about those 4 things in particular. I was wrong about Tyrod Taylor. I was wrong about David Culley to a degree. I was wrong about Nick Caserio, and I was wrong about this team. So. All right, before we get out, I'm just going to catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Case is our backup. I don't want him gone. Well, Alex Villanueva said, who's the backup Thursday? I don't know, but it's not going to be Deshaun Watson. David Culley came out in a press conference and said he will not play. Davis Mills is the starter. Now, whether they go and again sign someone off the practice squad or whatever, that's what it's going to be. Walton, I think I'd rather tough it out with Mills instead of getting Cam. See, that's the thing. I think I would rather have the opportunity to draft well. And I know that there's no standout quarterback right now that you want with the number 1 or number 2 pick. But I tell you what, this is a team that still needs to improve on defense. You got to replace the losses of J.J. Watt and the like. You got a good young safety in Justin Reed, if he can stay healthy, that you can build around. Going out and getting that kid from Oregon, that pass rusher. Boy, you could do worse. Mills needs full practices with the first team. I don't think that's going to help. Virginia Button Weed wants to trade Whitney Merciless for Case Keenum. Don't do that. Yeah, sorry, Joe Pro. Very sports every show. I mean, we did talk about cats and I don't know, whatever else. But damn, that time flew by. We didn't get to a film sesh. We didn't get to the Mookie Betts story I had, the Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis story. We didn't get to the college football rankings, but week 2 of the NFL, that consumed most of it. And I didn't do my goddamn reads. You know what? Screw that. Do my read right now. You're not going to bully me into not doing reads. Hey guys, before we bounce out, I want to tell you about Dan's Seafood and Wings. If you haven't been to Dan's yet, what are you doing? Put some Dan's in your mouth, people. Get on over. 2 locations for you. One on the southwest side on South Gesner, one on the northeast side on Uvalde. I saw some of the deckheads went and had Dan's last week. I appreciate you guys supporting the people that support this show. Dan's is rocking with us. They are sponsors through the end of the year at the very least. But I'm going to tell you right now, here's the thing. It's not because they're a sponsor. It's not because they're rocking with us and that David is a former suspect and a radio fan and this, that. It's because the seafood is that good. It's because the seafood is that good. Look, Matt Poche said, them shrimps, I'm telling you, you guys, there are a lot of deckheads in this chat that have gone to Dan's. There are also a lot of deckheads in this chat that have not gone to Dan's. Do yourself a favor. If you even remotely like seafood, the next time you think you want to get seafood, try Dan's. I promise you won't be disappointed because the menu is super diverse. You can go like boiled spicy shrimp and crawfish when it's in season, which is really good. And then you can get like grilled platters, fried rice, lo mein. And folks, it's called Dan's Seafood and wings? Amos said he loved the wings, Katie. Katie said, are the wings that good? Amos said they were crispy. He got those because he don't eat seafood. Try it all. My mom got a salad at Dan's and said she loved it. Cece said, I said there's some that have never gone. Cece said there's also some that go too much. Cece goes to Dan's all the time, you guys. She loves her some Dan's. And I think you will too. So do yourself a favor. Get on over to eatatdans.com. Log on to Instagram and follow them at eatatdans so you can see all the food. The bottom line is put some Dan's in your mouth. All right. Now we're out. Look at that. Katie and Incarnate going to go to Dan's together. I love it. Just try it one time. If you don't like it, that's okay. Plenty of us do. Hey man, thanks for rocking with me, you guys. Fun Monday, very sportsy, but I hope it was entertaining sports talk and not just boring, mundane. What I like about it, and I hope we do this every Monday after football, but I really like getting your feedback in the mix and having those arguments and discussions about it. That's what makes sports so fun. That's what it should be. Not blah, 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 boring ass radio. Hey! Love you guys. I'm going to go run. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go eat all the food. I hope you have a great night. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Go, Pack, go. We'll see. Until tomorrow, do me 3 favors, people. 3 favors is all I ask right there. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. 713-913-GO-AP. If you've been injured in an accident, hit them up. Making a YouTube video!